Hey guys, just before we start the video, I just wanted to say happy Halloween, have a great day, be safe out there guys, and have a great time no matter what you get up to. With that down guys, let's jump into the video. Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Review Flicks. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new shot from the upcoming Godzilla -1 movie, and also a brand new poster that's just been released. So guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here. And with that down, let's jump into this movie news. So guys, we're going to read into this article here from Sci-Fi and Fantasy Gazette. Godzilla -1 poster and still unleashes TOHO's King of the Monsters on Japan. A new look at TOHO's Godzilla -1 has been revealed today, courtesy of a gorgeous poster and a still, which shows the iconic King of the Monsters on the loose in post-war Japan. Check them out here. Yeah guys, so for this video, we're going to have a read of the article, we're going to go down, check out the still and the new poster, and then we're going to hop over to Twitter and we're going to read some of the online community responses to see what you guys are saying about this news. But with that down guys, let's continue on with the article. So, Godzilla X King, don't they mean Godzilla X Kong? Yeah, they spelled that wrong. Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, may be heading our way in 2024, but Toho returns with its take on the King of the Monsters this winter in Godzilla -1. The movie is very nearly here, and today has seen the release of both a wallpaper-worthy poster and a new shot of the rampaging kaiju after he's once again unleashed on Japan. This project is in no way tied to Legendary's Monsterverse, but for long-time Godzilla fans, Toho is still the preferred choice of the studio when it comes to bringing the behemoth to the screen in a way that does him justice. I wouldn't agree necessarily with what that says in this article, that it does him justice over the Western version. I would say they're very, very different versions. Obviously, Godzilla -1, he looks more menacing, more mean, and yeah, they more focus on destruction in Godzilla, I think. Whereas the Western version, it seems like a little bit more of a somber approach to Godzilla, but it's more based on like the mythos, like the mythic kind of element of Godzilla and him being a natural force. And you know, that's kind of how the Western version deals with them. But I would say they're very different projects. They're very different, and we get different things from each of these two Godzilla projects. It's a good time to be a Godzilla fan, guys, with all this Godzilla content. That's for sure, anyway. So, guys, he looks suitably formidable, anyway, and we're expecting the ferocious interpretation to be one of the most formidable and impressive takes we've seen on the fire-breathing behemoth to date. Godzilla -1 is Toho's first Godzilla film since 2016's Shin Godzilla. Guys, do yourself a favor, if you have not seen Shin Godzilla, make sure you go and check out Shin Godzilla. It's a really fun film. It's great. Godzilla goes through this like evolutionary process throughout the movie where he changes forms, and the scene with his atomic breath is probably one of the best in the franchise. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it, guys. You know, you don't want to miss out on that movie. And one of the movie's visual effects artists, Takashi Yamazaki, has been tasked with taking the helm of what promises to be an epic new addition to the long-running franchise. Sharing some insights into what fans can expect from Godzilla -1, he recently said, quote, "I have always had the imagery that Godzilla is a nuclear threat, or the shadow of a war in the form of a monster, so if I was allowed to, in his own Godzilla film, I wanted to do it in the era of post-World War II. Yeah, I think this is like taking Godzilla back to its roots, back to that World War II era, you know, where the nuclear age was starting, and, you know, Godzilla represents this kind of nuclear age of energy and all the things that were going on with nuclear weapons, the end of World War II, that kind of era of despair. And yeah, I think it's a really cool setting to have a Godzilla film in. And like I say, it contrasts with like the modern day take of the Western version of Godzilla in the Monsterverse. So it's great to have these two contrasting versions. And yeah, I don't think they should compete. There's different projects, you get different things from different ones. So that's my take anyway, guys. Post-war Japan has lost everything. The film depicts an existence that gives unprecedented despair. The title Godzilla -1 was created with this in mind. In order to depict this, the staff and I have worked together to create the setting where Godzilla looks as if fear itself is walking towards us, and where despair is piled on top of despair. Yeah, guys, so from some of the early reactions that we saw as well. Oh, by the way, guys, look down in the description. All of my coverage of this upcoming Godzilla -1 content will be in the description. All of the videos I've done so far, and covering the Monsterverse. But yeah, guys, so this movie is going to be very, very sad. It's all about despair after World War II. And, you know, the fact that Godzilla turns up and things go from worse to even worse with Godzilla wrecking shop as well. And it looks to be a very heartfelt, sad, kind of emotional movie, guys. So make sure you're prepared for that when you watch the film. You can check out the new poster below in the stills from Tweet, still in Tweet or X below, whatever you want to call it. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to continue reading the article, and then we'll go up and look over on Twitter at the pictures. So set in post-war Japan, reads the synopsis. Godzilla -1 will again show us Godzilla that is terrifying and overwhelming force. The concept is that Japan, which has already been devastated by war, faces a new threat from Godzilla, bringing the country into the minus. Godzilla -1 is the 37th film in the Godzilla franchise. Guys, I've said this in multiple videos now. The fact that this character has been around since the 1950s and has had nearly 40 movies made on this single character. Obviously, there's been other monsters within these movies, I know, but the fact that nearly 40 movies over the last, 70 years, and people are still wanting to see Godzilla on the big screen, it goes to show how popular this character is, and people just love to watch these Godzilla films. And, it's absolutely insane, the popularity of this character, and it's going to continue on for years and years and years until Hollywood eventually implodes on itself, whenever that might be. But Godzilla's around to stay, guys, which is a good thing. And the fifth film in the franchises, Raya, however you say that, era, is set to be released in Japan on November 3rd. So it's only a few days away, guys, until it gets released in Japan. And then it's unleashed in US theaters on December 1st. So you've got a few weeks to go if you're in the US. You've got a couple of days if you're in Japan. And it comes out here in the UK on the 15th, guys. That's been confirmed. So if you are from the UK, December 15th it comes out. It's going to be in theaters. I'm not sure how wide the distribution is going to be for theaters. It may just be in some places. I'm not sure. We'll have to look when that comes out. But it is landing here in the UK, guys. So do bear that in mind. But yeah, guys. So we're going to go over to Twitter, and we're going to have a look at this poster and this still image, and let's see what we can see. So, guys, landing over here on Twitter, we can see from KAIJU News Outlet, the new Godzilla -1 US poster has been revealed. Source comes from Sci-Fi Japan. So this is the poster that we have here, guys, which is pretty awesome. I absolutely love it. It looks like it's made with watercolors. It looks really cool. We got Godzilla -1, 1st of the 12th. America is the only country in the world where they put the date the wrong way around, and I have no idea why they do that. Sorry to my US brothers who are out there, or sisters, whoever's watching. Yeah, it always confuses me when these dates are backwards. But anyway, guys, let's have a look at the actual picture of what we're here for. So yeah, we've got Godzilla here. It looks like his mouth is lighting up blue, like his atomic breath is ready to be launched. The spines just look amazing. These kind of really sharp, jagged spines. And yeah, the watercolors just look beautiful, guys. I really appreciate the fact that people can do this kind of artwork, and it's amazing when you see this. This looks almost like buildings in Japan in the background as well. You can just about make them out, I think, unless I'm just seeing things that aren't actually there. But it looks like buildings here. Looks like a clock tower, with the little circle here. Yeah, guys, it's a beautiful image. This is something I would absolutely love to have. I would be tempted to print this out and put it as a poster in my office, guys, because it looks so good. But let's go and have a look at some of the community responses to this poster. So, finally, a clearer version of that cool as heck poster. When do tickets go on sale? That's a good question. If he's in the US, I'm not actually sure. Obviously, not living in the US, I don't really know what the standard is for tickets going on sale before a movie. So if anyone here is from the US and they know the answer to that question, maybe pop it in the comment below so that people can know when, a rough estimate of when tickets go on sale. I would assume it'd be 2 or 3 weeks before, but I don't know. Let's fucking go! Yeah, I love this. Is that Venom? It looks like Venom. That's pretty cool. I want it. Godzilla -1. Will this be releasing in Canada? That's the second time I've been asked this question now, and I still don't know the answer to this. I always assumed that when movies came out in the US, they came out in Canada in the same date. But I honestly don't know. If anyone does know, again, guys, pop it into the comments down below, just so that, other film fans can know when it's coming out. Obviously, I'm not from Canada. I don't really know when it's coming out. But I always assumed it would be the same as the US. If I'm wrong, sorry about that, guys. So, new image. We're going to take a look at that in a minute, so we're not going to go into that now. I found more Godzilla -1 soundtrack previews. That's awesome. Obviously, I can't play that for copyright reasons, guys, unfortunately. Homozilla vs. Gamera, The Simpsons episode Treehouse of Horror. There you go, guys. So if you want your fix of Kaiju's Godzilla before this movie comes out, go and watch the Simpsons episode Treehouse of Horror. And then you can see Homer as Godzilla. That looks pretty fun. I might have to watch that, actually. It looks pretty fun. Yeah, so that's the only responses that we have so far to this poster here, guys. Beautiful piece of artwork. Watercolors, it looks like. I think it's watercolors. Anyway, I'm not really up to scratch with my artwork, I have to be honest. But yeah, looks like a beautiful image, guys. I know we'd love to have this as a poster. Yeah, just absolutely stunning. So we're going to hop over to the actual still from the movie itself, guys, and we'll take a look at that. So, guys, landing on the other post, the image still from the movie. This is also from KAIJU News Outlet. New image from Godzilla -1. So let's go and have a look. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome image, guys. It's just a picture of Godzilla here. And we've obviously got a forest or a forest landscape in the background. Looks pretty awesome. Like I keep saying, guys, his body, it just reminds me so much of like, like volcanic rock. Like really sharp ridges, like volcanic rock. If you've ever been near volcanic rock, guys, it's some of the most sharpest substances you can find. You'll cut yourself on it. There's a material called obsidian, and I believe it's volcanic rock, obsidian, and they make obsidian blades, actual knives from this stuff called obsidian, and it's ridiculously sharp, guys, and it looks exactly kind of similar to his body scales here, almost like volcanic rock. It looks super sharp, like if you was to touch it, like it would cut you almost. That's the kind of vibes I get from it. But yeah, look at him, mouth clenched, big mouth of teeth here. Obviously the ridges on his head, the spines just look insane. If an animal, like if another kaiju was to jump on his back, they would get impaled by these spikes. So it's a really good defense mechanism that Godzilla has. The fact that he has all these massive spines on his back. So it's hard for someone to attack him from behind because they would just get impaled on the spikes. So it's kind of a natural defense, which is really cool. I love the look of his claws as well. I mean, these claws just look beastie, man. I mean, look how sharp and how long and sharp these claws look. Like, yeah, if Godzilla comes up against another Titan in this movie, I don't know if there is another Titan or another monster in this movie. There could well be, I'm not really sure. We haven't seen any in the marketing, I don't think. But if he does, then him swiping at another monster, he's just going to rip it in half with his huge claws. But yeah, he looks so menacing, so mean, and yeah, it's such a different take from the American version of Godzilla, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, let's go and read some of the community responses that you guys are saying. So, I got some Heisey vibes from it. Absolutely. It looks very, very similar. I love the whole look of this Godzilla, a mix of old and new. It should make fans both young and old happy. That's the thing, guys. When you've got such a long franchise and you've got to cater to the old, like the veterans of the franchise, but then you also want to bring in new people as well. You want to get new people interested. So having something that like harkens back to the older version of Godzilla, but also making it new and fresh at the same time for newer people to come on board. It's kind of that kind of fine mix, and it looks like they've kind of achieved that with this design here. So the lighting gives me vibes from this Final Wars fight. Yeah, it does look very similar. Obviously, you've got the background that looks exactly the same as well. You've got this kind of foresty background. No pylons in this background though, but yeah, it definitely looks like it's harking back to the older versions of Godzilla, which is kind of cool. It's kind of funny the way he's just standing there. Looks like he has no idea what's happening. Let's have a look. Nah, man, he's beasting. Look at him. He's just there like, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. What you gonna do? He's like, I spit on your puny humans, and he's just like, he's going beast mode. So where are we? I love the look of the back of his spines. Absolutely. As I said, guys, anything that tried to attack him would just get impaled on it. I know he's going to knock some electric towers. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. It's Godzilla. It's what he does. This is probably the best Godzilla has looked. Yeah, an updated version, but old at the same time, like we've already said, guys. Pretty cool. Hey there, handsome. Man in a suit. Those Godzilla films, guys, if you have not seen the really old Godzilla films with the guys in the suit jumping around, they're so funny. Do yourself a favor and go back and watch some of the older Godzilla films because they're ridiculously funny with the guy in the suit. Yeah, just really good films. My boy looks like a breadstick. What? Looks like a breadstick. Obviously, we've got that poster that we just looked at here, guys. And I think this is the post we already read. Yeah. So that's kind of the responses that we already read. So, guys, that's kind of where we are. That's the new US poster and a new image still from the upcoming Godzilla -1 movie. Let me know what you think about these, guys. Do you like the look of this poster, or would you prefer a different type of design for the poster? And what do you think of this image still? Do you think he looks badass? Do you think he looks confused, like some of the viewers were saying? I think he looks menacing, guys. I think he looks like a right boss. Like, this guy's going to destroy whatever's in his wake, and it's going to be great, guys. But yeah, jump into the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think about these two, this poster and this image still. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.